Have you ever caught yourself wondering if someone close to you is hiding their true feelings, perhaps dropping hints without saying what they feel? What if there was a way to decode these subtle signals, a way to see through the small gestures and fleeting glances that reveal a deeper attraction? In today's video, we're diving into the subtle yet powerful signs that a woman may be secretly interested in you, even if she's not ready to admit it openly. This isn't about the obvious flirting. This is about decoding the subtle language of attraction, so you don't miss out on what could be an important connection. Let's start with eye contact, one of the clearest yet often overlooked signs of interest. Have you ever noticed her holding your gaze just a moment too long, only to quickly look away as if she didn't want you to catch on? This kind of eye contact, where she engages but then avoids your gaze, can be one of the most telling signs. Her glance might say more than her words ever could. By learning to recognize this, you'll gain insight into what she's truly feeling but not yet expressing. But that's just the beginning. One of the most revealing clues lies in her body language. If she's nervous or a bit restless around you, maybe playing with her hair, fidgeting, or seeming unsure of where to place her hands, you're witnessing a powerful, often involuntary sign of attraction. This restlessness is difficult to fake because it arises from the excitement and the tension that attraction brings. Keep an eye out for these small but revealing movements, as they can be more reliable than words. Here's where things get interesting. Mixed signals. If she's hot and cold, warm and distant, affectionate one day and seemingly disinterested the next, it's no accident. This behavior often happens when a woman feels something but isn't ready for you to know it. These emotional shifts might confuse you, but if you understand what's behind them, you'll have the upper hand in knowing how to respond. Recognizing this behavior as a possible sign of hidden interest can give you the insight needed to respond in ways that encourage her to open up. Have you ever noticed that she finds ways to be near you, even if she's not direct about it? She might not ask you out or message you constantly, but somehow she's always around. Perhaps she gravitates toward you in social settings, or maybe she starts conversations that go deeper than casual small talk. These aren't random actions. They're signs that she values your presence and feels drawn to you. Even if she doesn't say it outright, she's giving you opportunities to take the next step, almost as if she's inviting you to take the lead. And there's more. Sometimes, a woman will test you subtly to gauge how you'll react in certain situations. This could come in the form of playful teasing, challenging questions, or even quiet observation to see if you'll meet her expectations. When she tests you, she's not just being difficult. She's revealing that she cares enough to want to know if you're trustworthy, dependable, and worth her attention. Understanding these little tests can give you a big advantage in showing her you're worth investing in. Pay attention to the small details she remembers. It could be a favorite dish you mentioned in passing, a random memory, or a life goal you shared. If she recalls these small things, it's not just about having a good memory. It's about showing she listens, cares, and genuinely wants to understand you. Remembering these details is her way of subtly telling you that you're on her mind more often than you might think. Lastly, notice how she puts effort into her appearance when she knows she'll be around you. Even if she usually has a more relaxed style, when she's about to meet you, she may dress up, try a new hairstyle, or wear a fragrance that you've complimented in the past. This isn't random. It's a way to catch your attention and show she cares about making an impression. She's giving you subtle clues, hoping you'll notice the extra effort, even if she tries to act casual about it. These 7 signs are often subtle, but once you learn to recognize them, they can give you a clearer view of her true feelings. Attraction isn't always straightforward. People can be afraid to show their interest out of fear of rejection, or simply because they aren't ready to be vulnerable. Yet, these body language cues, the fleeting glances, and the little changes in her behavior can reveal what she may be too nervous to say out loud. Stick around for this entire video to fully understand each of these hidden signs. By the end, you'll have a powerful toolkit for recognizing and interpreting the subtle language of attraction, giving you the confidence to connect in a deeper and more meaningful way. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Prolonged eye contact but quickly looks away. Something is mesmerizing about the power of prolonged eye contact, especially when it's loaded with unspoken emotion. If you find her gaze lingering on yours, almost as if she's searching for something in your eyes, it's a powerful sign she feels a connection. Eye contact like this isn't accidental. It's a subtle way of saying, "I see you," without the need for words. She might even look into your eyes with a certain softness or curiosity, as though she wants to understand the person behind them. But here's where things get interesting. When she realizes she's been holding your gaze a little too long, she might look away quickly, almost as if she's afraid of revealing too much. This sudden shift, from intense eye contact to looking down or away, suggests she's caught herself showing more than she intended. It's a dance between wanting to connect and needing to protect her feelings, a delicate balance that speaks volumes about her interest in you. 2. She seems nervous or restless around you. They say actions speak louder than words, and when it comes to attraction, the body can be an open book. When a woman feels something for you but tries to keep it under wraps, her body language often betrays her true feelings. Have you noticed her hands fidgeting, perhaps toying with a bracelet or smoothing her hair? Or maybe she touches her neck, shifts in her seat, or laughs nervously at something you say. These small movements might seem insignificant, but they're telling signs that she's not quite at ease. Her heart might be racing, and she's unsure how to act naturally around you, so she ends up displaying signs of restlessness. It's as if she's trying to contain the excitement, nerves, and curiosity all at once, creating a kind of charming tension that's hard to miss. These involuntary gestures are like tiny windows into her heart, showing that she's affected by you even if she's trying her best to play it cool. 3. She sends mixed signals. Navigating her emotions can sometimes feel like trying to piece together a puzzle, especially when she gives off mixed signals. One day, she might be warm, laughing at your jokes, and leaning in close. The next day, she might seem distant or reserved, leaving you wondering what changed. This back-and-forth behavior is often her way of processing her feelings. Maybe she's unsure how much to let you see or how vulnerable she wants to be. On the one hand, she feels drawn to you, but on the other, she might be afraid of getting hurt or coming on too strong. These emotional ups and downs may be confusing, even frustrating, but they're part of her journey to figuring out how she feels. She's trying to test the waters, hoping you'll be patient enough to understand. If you can read between these lines, you'll see that her heart is in a tug-of-war, torn between desire and caution, but ultimately leaning toward the hope of connection. 4. She finds ways to be near you, even indirectly. When someone wants to be close to you but isn't ready to make it obvious, they'll find subtle ways to be around you. She might not be the one always texting first, but when she does reach out, her messages are thoughtful and meaningful, as if she's trying to make every conversation count. Or maybe she, coincidentally, shows up at places you frequent, making it seem like fate brought you together. You may also notice that when she's around, she positions herself nearby, allowing you to bridge the gap. This indirect approach is her way of creating moments for you to take the lead, hoping that you'll notice her efforts without her having to put everything on the line. It's a gentle nudge, a subtle invitation that says, "I want to be close to you," without saying it out loud. If you look closely, you'll see she's leaving little breadcrumbs, hoping you'll follow the trail and take the next step. 5. She tests you in small but telling ways. If she's feeling a connection but doesn't want to show her hand too soon, she might engage in little tests. These aren't mind games, but rather ways for her to see how you respond and if you're genuinely interested. Maybe she throws out a playful or challenging question, something that nudges you out of your comfort zone to see if you can handle it with ease. Or perhaps she observes how you act in certain situations, like how you treat others or respond to a tricky scenario. These subtle tests are her way of finding out if you're the type of person she could feel safe with, someone she can respect and admire. They're not meant to trip you up, but to reveal how you think, react, and feel. It's as though she's looking for reassurance, hoping to find qualities that would make her feel confident in taking things further. Each test is a small step toward understanding if you're someone worth opening up to. 6. She remembers the smallest details about you. When a woman is interested, she'll often remember the little things that most people might overlook. Maybe you mentioned your favorite coffee shop in passing, and she remembers it the next time you're together. Or perhaps you casually talked about an old hobby, and she brings it up in a future conversation. These details might seem minor, but they're her way of showing that she's paying attention and that she cares enough to remember what matters to you. It's not just a matter of good memory. It's selective memory, a way of saying, I see you, I hear you, and I remember what's important to you. She's collecting these small pieces of who you are, weaving them into her understanding of you. And by doing so, she's letting you know that you're on her mind, even when you're not around. This selective memory isn't an accident. It's her way of signaling that you hold a special place in her thoughts, even if she's not ready to admit it openly. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. 7. She changes her appearance when she knows she'll see you. A subtle but unmistakable sign of interest is when she puts extra thought into her appearance, especially when she knows you'll be around. Maybe she usually dresses casually, but on days when she expects to see you, there's a noticeable difference. An elegant dress, a touch of makeup, or a new hairstyle. She might even wear a fragrance she knows you like, or clothes in a color she once heard you admire. This isn't just about looking good. It's her way of making a quiet statement, hoping you'll notice the effort she's made to catch your eye. Even if she tries to keep it low-key, her appearance tells a story of its own, one of wanting to be seen and appreciated by you. It's a silent gesture that says, I care about how you see me, and it's a sign that you're special enough to make her put in the extra effort. If you pay attention to these small changes, you'll see that her interest is written in the subtle details of how she presents herself. Final thoughts. Understanding the language of subtle signals. These signs may seem small, but they carry a world of meaning. People aren't always ready to express their feelings openly, sometimes out of fear, sometimes out of uncertainty. Yet, if you learn to read these subtle cues, you'll see that actions, body language, and those fleeting moments of vulnerability can reveal more than words ever could. By tuning into these unspoken signals, you're not only learning about her but also building a bridge of understanding, one that might open the door to a deeper connection. It's about noticing the little things, interpreting the looks and gestures that paint a silent picture of her emotions, and recognizing that sometimes the heart speaks its language, one that doesn't require words but speaks with the quiet power of actions and presence. As we come to the end of this deep dive into the hidden signs of attraction, take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered. These subtle cues, the lingering eye contact, the nervous gestures, the small, seemingly insignificant actions, can be powerful windows into someone's true feelings. Attraction often speaks through actions rather than words, and by learning to see beyond the surface, you can begin to interpret these signs with greater clarity and confidence. So, what resonated with you the most? Was it learning to recognize the way eye contact can hold unspoken meaning? Or perhaps the realization that a person's nervousness or restlessness around you might reveal a deeper interest? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Take a moment to share in the comments below one insight from this video that stood out to you and that you're planning to put into practice. Whether it's recognizing when someone is testing your reactions, noticing the little details they remember about you, or spotting those subtle changes in their appearance, these insights could be the key to building stronger, more meaningful connections. And of course, if you found value in this video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below with your thoughts. Let us know what you found useful or any additional questions you might have on reading attraction cues. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more content like this. We're here to help you navigate the complexities of attraction, connection, and relationships with insights that can make a difference in your life. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video, where we'll explore even more ways to deepen your understanding of human connection and attraction.